Good day. Another Thursday. This is another Thursday. This is
Steppin Razor. Steppin Razor.
War. We're there with you. Of war. We're there with you. Again. In the year until 5:45. Trying to get certain things into perspective. Certain things into perspective. So much things that is going on. So much things that is going on. We have to get some clarification. We have to get some clarification. Analyze and even analyze as best as we can. As best as we can. No matter how naive we are to certain situations. A lot of these situations. We are very naive to them. We want to use our sensibility and our intelligence to unravel some of these confusions. Yes, may I tell you that a lot of things there. $200 million, believe you me. I wonder why Peter Phillips not buy a lottery Rasta. And him can't win it, I help the country, you know, because it not look like the IMF thing I work out, they don't tell him already, because them say poverty and increase in a Jamaica, and there was a deficiency in the, what them call it now, when the rate living standard drop. That is not saying good thing for the government, but I guess them feel them to do something good, even though we are telling them say them need to do something different, because you know the saying go, if you keep doing the same thing the same way all the while, you're going to get the same result. And these people don't realize that, but you know, we have something to say also, because it kind of bothering, you know. Now, when Mr. Golden was Prime Minister, we hear this talk of new blood and younger people. You know, people, I say, the old people, them tired, you know, and them really run down the country, them need some new blood. Well, you know, say, Mr. Golden lego the ministry, which is the prime ministership, and them give to a younger blood, which is St. Andrew of Holiness here. And St. Andrew, I got through, and people kind of I wonder if it really, if the younger blood is necessary. Is it age that defines and determines your quality of leadership? Now we say something happening here, so now, and people start to think many things twice. Most of the things that we hear now is that he must resign. No, well, Mr. Andrew, the Saint Andrea, well, everybody know. This thing I go to the court about the two senators them, and the court ruled that it was unconstitutional and unlawful. So them have to reinstate them. Anyway, can you imagine that the leader of the opposition party went in a church and said, if him do anything wrong, he's apologizing. No, you know, he never say him apologizing. Him say if something was done wrong, he's apologizing. Well, obviously something was done wrong. According to the law of the land, something was done wrong. Now, I don't know if our people understand what apology mean. But in the dictionary, it says, apology, a statement saying that you are sorry about something, an expression of regret for having done or said something wrong. That is what in the dictionary I say, a statement, an apology is a statement saying that you are sorry about something, and is an expression of regret for having done or said something wrong. That is what apology mean. I don't know how you can go around that, but there's no way you can go around that meaning there. That statement, well, him say, if he has done something wrong, him really want to apologize. him apologizing to the law of the land, him apologizing to the Governor General, and the next extension, him apologizing to the people. Now, here where the problem with that now. Him come back now and say him a carry the case to a higher court. Now, a man apologize to do something wrong, you know. But we have to remember him say if he had done something wrong, him apologize. But him now will carry the case to the higher courts. That means him never really apologize, because you can't apologize over this, so, and then come now fight the case over here, so. It means you're never sorry for what you do. Because you're going to find a method now of get out and weave out of the whole situation. Mr. Andrew of Holiness is not one of the blood them where we feel say Bruce Golden did say let it go to the younger one them, because right now it needs some new blood. Him is not one. Because him a go round and a bob and weave round the thing. And I find, I mean, me as a layman, you so now I look on the whole thing, you know. And me I say, but if you apologize over there, so why you extend the thing now? They suppose when them go to the higher court now, the higher court still say, where the court say no, say it unlawful and unconstitutional. Where am I going to do that time now? What is going to happen if him carry to the higher courts and the court come to the same conclusion where the other court come to? Where am I going to know? Because he must say him apologize. Him apologize and let that go. And the problem with it is that a church him go say it. It's a terrible thing. Terrible, terrible thing. These leaders, them take people for nincompoop all the while, you know. Whether them young or them old. And some nincompoop, them take Jamaican people for. After you go a court and the court say you do something unlawful, you come say you want to apologize and all. And then when you apologize, now you're going to fight the case again. That means that the apology don't make no sense. The apology make no sense. And then we see people from the party stand up, and one little man stand up and say, boy, something terrible wrong with this whole thing. In our own party, once get up and say something wrong. Then if the court say him wrong, most of the people them who are look on the whole situation say him wrong. And him now, I say, if him do something wrong, he apologize. If I craft them word properly, you know. Because later down the line, him say, I never apologize, and I say, if I did something wrong. That's him going to say along the line, you know. Him going to say, you must remember that I did not say I was apologizing. I said, if I did something wrong, I apologize. That means, if him go to the court and the court say him never do something wrong, the apology is null and void. But if him go to the court, which is a big problem that now, suppose the man go to the next court now and the court finds it's the same thing. He was unconstitutional and unlawful. What him going to do? What him going to do now? Maybe you have to go draw back for your whole man, you know, like Shaw or my boy from down at Clarendon. Because it don't make no sense. And me as a one who I look outside and I look at the thing and I say, but you know, them always say, there's a song, you know, I think, I don't remember which girl sing it. She said, sorry, don't always make the thing right. There's a song that goes so, you know, sorry, don't always make the thing right. And I think when him say, him sorry, he might expect the thing to go right. But then now, him go amplify the thing now by carrying the thing go a court again. Terrible, terrible, terrible thing. Yeah, some of that say now, St. Andrew of Holiness, a show say, well, you know, say, the last statement he make is that the two man them, him really him no mind them in the house. Like say, his theme choice, whether him should be there or not. You know, him is a good example, and him show himself as a good example of when the statement say, power corrupt and absolute power corrupt absolutely. St. Andrew of Wholeness is a good example of power corrupt and absolute power corrupt absolutely. Because I know, say, before when he was Minister of Education, I know say him never stay so. Him never stay so. But the more power is the more them change. And you can see that right across the board. Right across the board. The more they are endowed with power is the more corrupt and absolute them get with this power. That's why Jamaican people in a serious problem. Jamaican people look upon individuals and vote, believing that the person them vote for will be the same person doing the work for the people when they are in power. Only come realize the power corrupt them. And Andrew Wholeness is a good example of power corrupt. Good example. And you have others too, you know, because most of them is same way that. But since him is the one now in the picture here now and in the sour light. Because when I say I'm in a limelight, you know, because lime a good company, but him in a sour light, you realize, wow, here's what we call a youth. We are talking about youth were born after independence, who's endowed with power, and given the power now, him do something illegal, unconstitutional. The same constitution where him swear, hold up him right and stand up in front of the Queen representative and swear that him going to uphold it. And maybe him never know say I broke the constitution, but then why is it that you are in a power that way and don't know when you have broke the constitution and not breaking the constitution to the point now where you have to, if I am wrong, I apologize. Everybody are easy to Rasta. If I am wrong, I apologize. And so you carry it to the bigger courts now. You carry it to the bigger court. Power corrupt. Absolute power. So me say now, absolute. St. Andrew of Wholeness. And when you give these Jamaican politicians a show say power, well, you know, they get so corrupted that the corruption come like a normal thing. And the people them look on and don't realize but the emperor no have no hand, no clothes. Him no have hand, no clothes. And it take a little naive, little picnic for know say the emperor is naked as the day was born. When everybody shouting and I say, whoa, what a beautiful clothes the youth have on. What a beautiful clothes the king have on. The emperor look nice in him clothes, he eat silk and satin. When the emperor stand up in front of the people, start naked. What a serious thing. Andrew Wholeness is like the emperor who stand up in front of the people naked and believes them have on clothes. And evil him same laws that he supposed to uphold and maintain. Those laws found him guilty. Guilty. Them find him guilty. And him come and apologize. Half-edgedly him apologize. If I am wrong, I apologize. But now I'm going to carry it to the next level now. The question is, suppose the next level find him guilty still. So him better go go talk to the Minister of Security, Peter Bunting, and ask for a divine intervention. Because it look like the whole of them are work off a divine intervention, you know, and it now work. So I would have suggest that St. Andrew go talk to Peter the Divine. St. Andrew better go talk, St. Andrew of Holiness go talk to Peter the Divine and say what God can do for Uno, because Uno has serious problem. Serious problem. Not to mention the Minister of Health. Click it. Steppin Razor, the art of war. We're there with you every Thursday. So, we did a mention about how the power corrupt. Simple people, you know what I mean? Because we have to know a politician is Jamaican people too, you know, who used to go to school, and some people used to go to school with them. Some people, you know, run up and down, play football, thief, local man and all them something there. Same politician, man them turn politician. But it's a kind of mentality when you become a politician in Jamaica. It's like you try, you know, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. For those of you who know those kind of story, it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, man. So here we are saying now, Andrew really have to go talk to Peter and come to some arrangement in terms of how Peter connect with the divine. But then we have a next problem, and this is the problem of the Minister of Health. Because after the health system has crumbled, this is one of the systems where it's worse, one of the worst ministry when it comes on to facilitating health and the securing the Jamaican people health. This is one of the worst ministry right now. And that show itself in the Chick V thing where just gone a while ago. Where it don't gone yet. But we have been reporting from December that there must be something that Jamaican people can do in relationship to how, first of all, them wasn't equipped to deal with the Chick V thing. And then I already did hear about Panadol and coconut water and go take rest. And then later down in the year now, we realized that but this thing is a matter of life and death. There was no talk and no argument about Chick V going to kill anybody. Now, we have been reporting from December saying that it's dozens of people dead from Chick V. And the complications, when you have certain complications, and it's late down, we are realizing, but wait, you know, say, if you have all diabetes, or if you have, you know, I mean, heart, bladder, whatsoever, asthma thing, it can cause death. The asthma, the Chick V thing connect with it, and you have people now where them foot, them can't walk good. That is months after them get the Chick V, them can't walk good and all them see them can't lift up them hand, them can't turn round, them can't bend down. Nobody told us that would happen. We have placed our health in the care of a system that has no knowledge of what is taking place in Jamaica. Now imagine this now. Remember, say people did a ball out at St. Thomas, you know. Even my little friend left from St. Thomas, a long time I don't hear from her. She have court case. I wonder how she get through the court case. No, my little friend from Portland St. Thomas used to ball out and say, Muta, everybody in my community have Chick V. Everybody have Chick V. Now that might sound like somebody does a ball out and I try exaggerate. But when we really come to the nitty and gritty, a whole heap of people in a St. Thomas did have Chick V. Meanwhile, she did not say that, you know. The minister come out and say, boy, it's only about 20 odd cases of Chick V. Only 20 odd cases of Chick V. Yet still, when we are read that, the people them from up at the hospital, send and be hospital, call we and send an email to we and say, them don't know which part the minister live. But them know say you have 30 odd case with them personally look about. So, and that is just two places. Now, here's the problem with it now. The problem with it is this now, and I don't know what the Jamaican people can do about it. But there are a lot of families in Jamaica that have lost loved ones because of the repercussions of this Chick-V thing. And we were not told that if you did have this and if you did have that, the Chick-V would attack it. So that we could have made proper health preparation for such an attack. We wasn't told that. Now we hear that St. Thomas, we hear that about 16 people dead from the complications of Chick-V. In a St. Thomas alone. Now me did I tell the people them about the whole heap of Chick-V death we are going, you know. Apparently nobody never listened to it. Right, Samantha? Yes. Nobody never listened to it. But you know, the minister, I don't know which part he made there, must be between them leg he made there. The minister come out and say it's only 2 cases of Chick-V complicated death him hear about, I know about, that is confirmed. 2. And where come from, Rasta? Me I tell you, the man head there which part it not supposed to there because me sit down here so now. I mean know over a dozen people were dead because of the complications of Chick-V. And me, that's a me one. And me talk about other people now where me now say because them tell me I saw it go. Because you have people who are dead now and everything time. If can't lick down somebody know them say a Chick-V. But me know say you have people when you question them, you realize say, oh yeah, true, you know. Chick-V. And me, that's how me know about. And me never know about nobody in a St. Thomas. Me never know about nobody who dead in a from Chick-V in a St. Thomas. And now we are here about 16 people dead in a St. Thomas. And me know over a dozen people. When me sit down with people and them say, boy, you want to say my husband dead, you know, or, you know, my granny dead, or my uncle dead, or whatsoever dead. Even in the early days there, some people they dead down our hospital there. In a school. How we school them they dead again? You have about five people dead in a one school from complications of Chick-V. And that's earlier on in the time, you know. Now, what can Jamaican people do? Because all you can say, you know, if in America, you know, if it's a England, you know, if a England, the Minister of National Security would have resigned already. If a England, the leader for the opposition would have resigned already. If I was England, the Minister of Health would have resigned already. Because it cannot be that these people, it's almost like genocide against the Jamaican people, you know, Rasta. Because after your loved one got dead because of this Chick-V thing, where if you didn't know, say, certain things are going to happen because the person sick from certain things, you didn't make preparation that it don't go no further. But all you hear, drink coconut water, and then the Jamaican people, yeah, you know, say if you drink Guinea weed, this, and if you drink papa leaf, this, and if you do busy, and if you do this, and one man seen on TV and say, boy, me drink all the flowers on the back of the yard, to find out if it's not going to destroy me. And guess what? The death them continue. And the minister I say, is only 2 confirmed death. The weatherman there, 2 confirmed death because of the Chick-V. 2 Rasta. No, sir, the man don't live in Jamaica, yeah. The man don't live in Jamaica. And he was the one that's why I'm not glad to forget it. And the man is the one that's Jamaica, you know. Politician come out and say, a virus a plague Jamaica, the minister who responsible for health say, you know, say, I get it. You know, say, I sick the people, them sick. Rasta. Anyway, we want to turn your attention to not this this report should have nothing to do with what we are talking about. So it's like a total 360 degrees turn. You know what I'm saying? We gone foreign now, foreign news. The Israelis, and I got this from a reporter, it's doing in the newspaper in Jamaica. I don't know why it's not in the newspaper in Jamaica, but I guess them don't feel that it is big enough. Or maybe it never reached the American newspaper. But Israel expelled 8,000 African immigrants because they threaten Jewish identity. Listen to what I say now. Them get expelled because them threaten Jewish identity. What the hell is Jewish identity? I know what is Jewish identity, but you must answer it because this is not something that we should take lightly, considering what is happening in the world today. But I don't know if I can get to play this. I can see if I can play it off the wall or something. I can see if I can play it. I can see if it will come up. Because this is very serious. When you find, say, Africans are threatening Jewish identity, it will come up. Because this is very serious. When you find, say, Africans are threatening Jewish identity. All right? Now, already. All right, make it work it a different way then. Make it work it a different way. Because we have on the line here David Sheen, a journalist. We have on the line David Sheen, a journalist here. All right. We want to play it and then we connect to David Sheen, journalist and filmmaker, reporting on Israel and Palestine. And we're talking to him all the way from where? Israel? Where am they now? Canada. Oh, him there, Canada. All right. Before we connect to him, make him hear it. If we press that, all right, make him hear it. Him can't hear it, so him can't hear it. Yeah, him can't hear it. All right, we're going to play this clip here. And make me tell you what we really are in the
history of the Jewish people, which
we have to start it from the beginning.
Supposedly the biblical history of the Jewish people, which
we have to start it from the beginning. All right. Make we connect up this thing up properly because this is very serious, very, very serious. Even though it don't have nothing to do with Jamaica at the moment.
The biblical history of the Jewish people, which supposedly indeed fled persecution, crossed through the desert and made their way into the promised land, much like these African migrants fleeing violence perpetrated by governments or militias, crossing through the Sinai and indeed landing in Israel is a comparison that Israeli authorities are loath to. They say there's absolutely no comparison, that it does not hold any weight, that these people whom they refer to as illegal infiltrators, as a matter of fact, are only here to better their lives. They're economic migrants, so basically seeking to find jobs out here, and that's it. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has justified his government's response or crackdown on this community by saying that they threaten, and I'm quoting him, the Jewish and democratic character of Israel. His former interior minister had even gone so far as to say that Israeli authorities should make their lives miserable in order to discourage them from wanting to stay here, and certainly encourage them to leave voluntarily, and also discourage their peers from being tempted to join them in Israel.
Okay, so that is a report. But here the thing is now. The other day when somebody disturbed Denmark, some shooting up going on in Denmark, Mr. Netanyahu declared that the Israeli the Jews in Denmark should come home, meaning that them should come back to Israel. He's asking that the Jews in Europe should find them land according to where them call them land, Israel, which is really a travesty, because remember years ago, the same Israeli government plane load at least 10,000 Ethiopians into Israel. As we say, we have on the line David Sheen. David Sheen?
Hey, how you doing?
Good afternoon, sir. I don't know what time it is now. It's about an hour.
We're in the same time zone right now, so it's afternoon here too. Good afternoon to you too.
All right. You heard the clip I just played a while ago about the 8,000. I don't know if you were listening to it.
The Israeli government, as you pointed out, has been perpetrating a policy to expel these non-Jewish Africans. We're talking about 60,000 approximately who entered Israel in the last 6-7 years. And it has been each gradually expelling, first of all, the South Sudan, ethnic group by ethnic group. First the South Sudanese and the Ivorians, and now focusing on the Sudanese, the North Sudanese, and it's expelled these 8,000 and, sending people back to the tortures they fled from. And you've already spoken about the ethnic cleansings and the political persecutions that they fled from. And what's more, when they entered the country, they often were brought in by gangs of human traffickers who tortured them and, gang raped them. Like, really horrific stories. These are people who really, the minute they crossed the border, they should have been treated with dignity and be given a space. And clearly, these people are quite intelligent. Those that have managed to reach Tel Aviv are kind of like the cream of the crop of their societies. If they manage to escape these horrific conditions and cross the deserts and get there, I mean, we see photographs of people crossing the Mediterranean, thousands of people on boats, dying and floating, drowning in the Mediterranean because they're fleeing persecution. So if they actually manage to get there, really, we should be washing their feet the minute they cross the border.
So wait, just a minute. You're actually saying that these Africans are doing exactly what the Jews did when they reached the now land called Israel. They were running and they end up in Israel, and they were given that land by the British.
Mm-hmm. So how is it that even though essentially these Africans are almost repeating the same narrative, the same story of fleeing persecution, how is it that the Jewish people don't recognize them as their own spiritual descendants, so to speak? Yeah. I mean, the truth is that the government did not institute a policy of educating people to values of universalism. They didn't say that the lesson of the Holocaust is never again to anyone. That's not what they teach the children. They teach them never again to us. And they instill in people this idea, not that there is racism against many groups and we need to fight racism against every group. Instead, they said that there's, everyone hates us. Just the Jews, as if there's only one kind of hatred in the world. And therefore, the only way to survive this is for basically to do what the Nazis wanted, which is to ethnically, to make the state ethnically pure. You talked earlier about bringing the Jews from Denmark and from France. Yes, Netanyahu is constantly encouraging Jews from all over the world to move to Israel, so all the Jews can be in just one place. Right. And for all the non-Jews to gradually leave, or those Jews who are trying to come to prevent them from coming, so that it will be some kind of ethnically pure state. This is the irony, that it's they're taking the lessons of what should be anti-racist lessons, and they're perverting them into racist lessons. This is the policy of the Netanyahu government, and so as a result, we have, as you pointed out, make their lives miserable, rounding Africans into camps. I'm talking about, people walking around downtown Tel Aviv and people swooping in, snatching them, throwing them in vans, driving them off, and putting them in camps, literally camps in the middle of the desert. Thousands of African men in camps. But we're talking about the government promoting this hatred, this idea that they're infiltrators, that they're cancer, that they're Ebola, to the point where average Israeli citizens there's the levels of hate crimes towards Africans. We have an African kindergarten in Tel Aviv firebombed by Jewish Israelis.
Oh, yes?
And in the end, they don't get any jail time for this. We've got a 1-year-old African baby in her mother's arms in downtown Tel Aviv. Israeli Jew comes and stabs this baby in the head. 1-year-old baby. Now, I'm not saying every Israeli Jew is a psychotic murderer. Far from it. But the point is that those people who are on the edge, that's who they'll take their anger and their insanity out on, because the government has been promoting this idea that the Africans are the threat. And so this level of hatred is off the charts. It would baffle anyone, and yet, as you pointed out, barely reported, if at all, in the mainstream media, in the United States or anywhere else.
What do you think it means when they say the Africans are threatening Jewish identity? What do you think it means?
Well, I guess that's code speak for we don't want non-Jews in this country. It's funny. He says we threaten the Jewish and democratic character. No, there's nothing about the democratic character that they threaten. Actually, if anything, just the opposite. These Africans who come here, they tried to, when the government started to round them up and crack down on them, they held peaceful protests and marches. They gave Israelis a lesson in democracy. They could have taught them democracy. It's nothing to do with the Jewish and democratic character. It's just about the Jewish character. And what that means is simply they want a country. I'll give you an example. Let's say you've got a neighborhood, and everyone in that neighborhood eats one kind of food and, has a day of rest on the exact same day and celebrates the exact same holidays. And okay, so it means that in the street where you live, all the stores will be closed on the same day and all this. That's, when you live in a neighborhood of the same character. If you live in a big city, big cities are multicultural, and multicultural means that you have different foods and different types of music and different types of ways of being. Now, we recognize that as a positive thing. We think of diversity as a healthy thing. Yes, it's good to have, individual cultures, but it's also good to have safe spaces where cultures can interact with each other and new fusions can be created. Go to New York City. Why is it such a great place? Go to London. Go to international capitals where there are people of different ethnic groups. Jamaica is a prime example of people from different parts of the world who all brought their own flavors, and together they combined to something even greater than the sum of its parts. But what Netanyahu is saying is the opposite. They want your tourist dollars. They want you to come do a pilgrimage to Israel and spend money there and see the holy sites. Then they say, yes, we're multicultural. Yes, we're, international. And yet they're trying to drive out the international flavor. They only want one flavor. They don't want the African flavor there. They want just one kind. And there's no logic to accept race.
Do you think that the continuous expansion of Jewish land into the Palestinian land is the reason one of the reasons for that is to bring Jews outside of Israel into the land? You think that they are preparing the land for the the repatriation of Jews into Israel?
Well, it's true. Israel is one of the more dense countries in the world, and Gaza is even more dense. It's true. A part of the reason for territorial expansion might be, but the truth is, most Jews in the world are not moving to Israel anytime soon. Most Jews in the world are living in places where there's no threat to their lives.
That's what the Jews said. That's what the Jews said, Denmark.
Jewish people, there's some attacks, but there's not compared to attacks on people of color. There's all kinds of hatred towards people. If a Jew is living in New York City, let's put it this way. Yes, there are some Jews leaving Europe and going to Israel, but every single year, more Jews leave Israel to move to Europe. Jews move from Europe to Israel.
Yeah, just hold on, let me take a little break. Just hold on a minute there. We should come forward to you. Yeah, this is the Steppin Razor. We're talking to David Sheen about a very serious case of expelling 8,000 Africans and more because, according to Netanyahu, they threaten Jewish identity, and this is part of the whole nationalizing Israel into becoming a pure. It sounds Nazi to me. It sounds Nazi to you, Mr. Dean Sheen.
I wish I could disagree. I wish I could disagree. I mean, we're not in 1940s yet, but you know, the Nazis came to power in the 1930s and slowly began to institute one racial law to another. And sadly, we're at the beginning of that slippery slope. And if we don't turn back quick, it's going to look even worse.
Yeah, because I realized that the guy who was talking about in Denmark, he was saying, as a Jew, there's no way I'm going to run from Denmark because of violence when he build up in family and thing they already. So Netanyahu cannot really tell him about come home to Israel when he have already made a home in Denmark. So I don't know how much Jews going to take that serious and go back to Israel itself.
Right. Well, I mean, personally, I think migration is a human right. And you don't need a reason whether you feel connected to a place or whether. I think human beings should be able to migrate. That's a human right. So if someone wants to come from Denmark to Israel, great. If someone's Palestinian and they want to go back to their home in Palestine, great. If you're an African, great. To me, that should be a right. But as I pointed out before the commercial break, yes, there are Jews who are leaving Europe and going to Israel, but there's even more Jews who are leaving Israel and going to Europe.
Yes.
There's problems in Israel too.
Yes.
It's not all fine and dandy. There's terrorism. But, economically, it's very difficult. There's more and more racism. So there's people who are leaving.
Yeah.
It's a place, it's a country that is dense, but there's a big desert, you know, that the people could be living in. The point is, it does seem that in recent years that the Netanyahu extreme right-wing government has stepped up the colonization of the land, driving out non-Jewish people, increasing Jewish presence in what people had hoped would be a separate Palestinian state, giving advantages to Jewish groups, especially religious Jewish groups, to have large families and take over large plots of land, and demolishing homes of Palestinian people and entire communities. So it's like it's a war over purity, and it's a war over resources, over land, and in recent years it's stepped up, and meanwhile there's near silence from the international community. People haven't been calling Israel a pariah or a rogue state. You know, there's no attacks, international coalitions to demand that Israel change course. Just the opposite. You have governments, you know, embracing Israel and signing free trade accords with Israel, and faking Israeli leaders and treating them like with great honors in other countries. So there's no incentive for Israel to change course. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I see where Netanyahu is almost taking on America now, or Obama, in relationship to Iran, where he's saying now America has dropped the ball when it comes on to investigating and really checking out the weapons that Iran is near to build a nuclear bomb. So, and he's supposed to be going in America to actually say these things, you know. So it's as if he's looking for local. We want to be the leader of the Middle East, so-called, in relationship to security and justice there. I don't know. It looked funny.
Well, you know, it's funny. Recently, I saw a newspaper clipping from the 1980s, where an Israeli leader at the time was saying, you know, in 2 or 3 years, Iran's going to have a nuclear bomb. Now, this is the 80s. This is like going back 30 years, right?
I remember
it seems like they always need a boogeyman. They always need to have, if it's not Saddam Hussein, if it's not Iraq, it's Iran. If it's not this, it's that. It's always about, you know, those brown-skinned people, you know, with their ways, they're trying to destroy life as we know it. It's like they're trying to turn Arab people into some kind of supervillain comic or something, you know, and I am the great hero, Netanyahu, I will come and be it's ridiculous. In this country, in Israel I'm speaking now, I mean, the only reason why he's still in power, Netanyahu, is because the rest of the alternatives are even worse. I mean, we're you know what I mean?
Like Jamaica,
yeah, it's really quite something that he can go to the United States and basically embarrass Obama in front of his own Congress and saying, you're not tough enough, I'm telling you how to be tough. Netanyahu said the same thing about attacking Iraq. He kept trying to convince the American government to attack Iraq, and now what do we have? We have something even worse than Saddam Hussein. We've got the Islamic State, ISIS, beheadings, smashing of, museums and artwork and burning books.
Yes.
So I don't think Netanyahu is necessarily the go-to guy on foreign policy, and he's definitely not the go-to guy on racial policy. So it's a shame that the American politicians are so sycophantic, and they're so deliriously like lapdogs that drool over Netanyahu's every action. It's a sad state of affairs, but this is the world we're living in, I guess.
Yeah. All right. We never introduced you properly, but as a journalist and one who has made documentaries on Israel and Palestine, you can tell Jamaican people what is your most known documentary on this issue between Israel and Palestine.
Sure. Well, people are welcome to go to my website, davidsheen.com, and they can go to my Twitter and my Facebook. I'm always updating it. But if you're looking for one piece, just to bring you up to date, I would say there's one 10-minute piece, which gives you just 10 minutes if that's all the time you have. It's called Israel's New Racism. If you go on YouTube, you do a search for it, Israel's New Racism. And also, if you want to get a long piece of, say, a 1 hour long documentary to get a little bit more deep into what's going on here, especially vis-a-vis the African people, then you go to Israel's War on Africans. You search that on YouTube.
Israel War on Africans.
On my YouTube channel.
David Sheen, Israel War on Africans.
You got it. David Sheen, Israel's War on Africans. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for really accepting this invitation to say what you're saying, and we're going to keep at it, and we hope that we call you again. You will respond as how you respond today.
Beautiful. I'd be happy to. Thanks a lot for keeping people informed.
Yeah, man. Give thanks. Yes, we have been talking to David Sheen, journalist, filmmaker, reporting on Israel and Palestine, and we're talking about a headline that caught my eye recently, where it said that Israel expelled 8,000 African immigrants because they, quote-unquote, threaten Jewish identity. And we see where Netanyahu is calling for Israelis to come back to Israel. Meanwhile, they are expanding their capture land from the Palestinians. And is trying to make Israel a pure state. That sounds very much like a Hitler talk. Very much like Hitler. I don't know how people see it, but that is the exact thinking that Hitler had about other people, that he want a pure race of people. He don't want to mix people. So he started to wipe out the Jewish people and some black people. Wipe them out. Now we say there is a people who have gone through this atrocity and has pricked the conscience and the consciousness of the people all over the world. Feel sorry for them because of the 6 million Jews that is said that was killed by Hitler. We see that there is a making of a new Nazism, Zionism that is taking place with this Netanyahu about the purity of Israel, because these Africans are threatening Jewish identity. Very, 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 very serious indictment against Netanyahu, considering that he's the one now that is coming down on Obama about Iran and the possibility that 2-year time they will have a nuclear weapon. I mean, we are here that the amount of 2-year time when we are here Iran are going to have nuclear weapon is not believable, man. It look like them saying that Iran needs some help, man. It look like them need some help. This is the Steppin Razor, the art Of war. I remember.
I have it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Me just want to say to the public listening, public, I know a whole lot of people tune in to her, you know? That a whole lot of people are call him and to other function there will take place at Negril in Steppin High, something like that.
The Herb Fest thing.
Yeah. I mean, just want to say to the listening public that IFV and the Westmoreland Hemp and Ganja Farmers Association don't have anything to do with that. You know, so we give thanks if one don't have to call we, because we don't know anything about the program. And at the same time, I just want to say today, I say, you know, the bill come through and is now law.
Hold on before you come off of that now. Given that this thing happened on Negril, and given that is a festival of herbs and them something there, it would have been nice if you did have some information about it, as if people call you could have tell them still, instead of try separate yourself totally from it, unless you have something against it.
No, I mean, I have nothing against it, because anyone's free to have a herb fest.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, it would have been nice, since it happened on Negril, and it had deal with herbs, it would have been nice if you could have get some information from the people them who keep it. That's when somebody call you, instead of say, you don't have nothing to do with it. You tell them, say, well, this is that. If you want some more information, contact this person also.
Well, one thing I know the person who do it, which is that I don't have no number for him. And I don't know what the program is like.
Yeah, but you see, if you keep and say people are calling and ask and associate only with it, even though you're not associate with it, it's just a matter of unity and, you know, so say sympathy with the whole program. Instead of trying to make a statement.
I give thanks if one did that show the unity, but you may not have no information about it in terms of what the program are like.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Muta.
If people are calling you about it, maybe you should have taken the initiative to call them and say, tell me something, people are calling about this thing, you know, it's we will not keep. We're going, instead of come public and say, we don't have nothing to do with it, and associate with it.
Because I just want one out if you know, say, and we are doing it because people keep calling me, people keep calling the secretary and the people
you not understand
from Westmoreland. You know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But me just say you the occasion.
Yeah, me know, but it sounds like you're more, it sounds like you're more
don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, but when I say, it sounds like you're more interested to say, you don't have nothing to do with it and you don't associate with it, than to say, yeah, this thing you keep, you know, but we don't have nothing to do with it, but if you want information about it, you can call such and such a person.
Well, honestly, I'm more interested to show say, we don't have anything to do with that.
All right.
And that is the honest truth, me I tell you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, man.
See?
Yeah, man. We get the drift fights.
Right.
Yeah, give thanks, Bridget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is the Steppin Razor. Yes.
Muta.
Yeah, blessed.
The IMF money that we have been getting for
who are getting?
Now.
We?
No, I just use the word. I just literally.
Yeah, we understand. Yeah.
Any one of us understand how this money is being spent? Because number one, it is not going in production. I don't see the country better off.
It is going to the private sector, the big businesses, because them is the one who are claims it will help. The big businesses, it going into when you look on the ground, you see say the people them are get poorer and the street them look same way, the place dirty same way, and unemployment are increased. So it's the big business them that is getting that money.
So why can't somebody sit down and talk to the finance minister and tell him
somebody
that
like who will talk to him?
Somebody that he will listen to.
Well, I mean them not listen to me and you. Them are listening.
What I mean, he will listen now, but sitting down and talking to him, can't tell him nothing.
Yeah, but I hear the opposition debate it in a parliament, and I hear Shah make some statement where I say, well, right now this thing now work how it's supposed to work, therefore, so I don't know. If I come to you, Muta, and say, you what? No, me not look a problem now. Lend me $200,000. Yeah. And if I take that money from you, and I pay off the bill that I owe, and I don't know how you're going to get back your money, there's going to be problem, don't? Yeah, but apparently they don't have no problem.
They make it look that way.
Because
but
they keep passing the test.
They keep passing the test, but look here, I am really kind of
stand for back right here, no, because when I look and I see it, in Greece, in many other countries that IMF go, and it's war on top of war.
Yes, it's not working.
But nothing happening in this country, and we see these IMF people come, and them come with some pretty speech because what? They having us very, very soft. That they never have other country. Yeah, that's right. Appear that they are so lenient to us.
But don't tell them say the IMF thing now go work, and them say there's no other way. The minister Peter Phillips, you know, tell a foreign reporter, you know, when asked about it, how come him be used to leak against it and all them something there, him say, watch out, there was no other way. No other way. That is how they make you think. Them put you in a corner where you say, boy, the only way to come out of this corner is to go to the IMF. And now we go to them, and this is where we are reap feed, but them not see, so we are reap not terrible.
Because as far as I'm hearing on the news, I hear a group that represent finance, and they are saying now we are in a serious situation, and there will be no growth.
Yeah, them say no growth now go after 2 months, or the last 2 quarters, or the last quarter of the year, last year, or something. I hear them talk about it, you know.
So it will be hard time on top of hard time for the people of this country then.
So what we are going to do now? What we are going to do? Hard time, on top of hard time. How much hard time, on top of hard time we can deal with? What we are going to do?
Well, it looks like it's going to continue because we are not a people that are prepared to go out there and even stand up for our right.
That's how you think. That's how you are think.
But Muta.
We have been going out there for centuries.
Yes, Muta.
And you push a dog.
No.
What? Well, you are now.
What happened to us now?
Let me tell you something, man. You push a dog around for so long, one that day that dog going to turn and bite, you know. So, don't feel say the pot now boil till it reach the top to boil over, you know. Because the people, them can go on as long as them can go on, but there comes a time when Paul Bogle have to go recognize Paul Bogle and Sam Sharp.
But Muta, you, a lot of other people, right? You speak out against things. I go there and I stand up against things. Yeah. And even the people that is meeting it, they pass and they criticize us. And we are standing up. So, is the people change?
Yeah, but brethren, I can tell you something, man. Don't look on it that way there, you know. Because I say...
we are just discussing things, you know?
Yeah, you see, these things is not... Hey, you don't organize certain things, you know. Certain things just bubble over and you just can't take them away. It's not something where you organize, you know, like say, sit down and you organize that, you know.
Because you organize, it's not going to work.
Yeah, you see what's happening in all Egypt and all them places where nobody don't organize nothing, you know. Man just decides, say, watch out now, enough is enough, you know, we just go do a thing. So, all them people, they will feel, say them easy and sit up on them easy chair. It's not something where you go hear, so, boy, mutabaruka organize to do this and no, and so it's all going on. A guy, unknown guy, when nobody now will think, watch and see. You think a joke will make, watch and see, man.
Well, you are so right, Muta, you are so right. Because look at George William God. Yeah. He was a quiet man. Did anybody expect him to play that role that he played?
Well, nobody never expect the deacon named Paul Bogle to do what him do.
Exactly.
And him a church man.
Exactly.
So we don't know if a church man, maybe we don't know if a church man I think certain things are right now. We never can tell if my boy, where did I look on, what's your name? Where the minister name again?
Anna.
Maybe all long I think certain things that we don't know. Just like how we never know, say, we don't think about this naked woman and so.
Okay.
We never didn't know, say, he would carry mind so far.
Because, as you mentioned, Paul Bogle, you know, you believe we still have people in this country that is in jail, and they've come to him and say, look here, come with us, change your ways. And when they look down the road, they see the gallows that they're going to hang you. Yeah. And you decide, say, no, I would prefer die on the under gallows more than support you.
Yeah, man, you have people in Jamaica will stay so, man.
Well,
can me know, say, me stay so. Me not switch and change certain things. A man don't have to go kill me. But me in a position already, you know. Seriously, in our next island, you know. Where the man, them are going to plan to cut off my locks, you know. And for the first time, having a locks in my life, me in my mind, I said, you know, so them have to go kill me inside that. So a guy now get cut off my locks just like that, you know, man have to kill me in there. And I was deadly serious about it. And the only reason why my locks never get cut off is because them looking at my passport and realizing I was a foreigner. And me have all American visa in my passport. That's the only reason why them never cut off my lock. Because 13 other man, them cut off for them one.
Okay.
And just because the man them did come from the island, why them cut them off? And me get saved because man look at my passport and realize, but wait, the man have all American visa in his passport, you know. You know, see it. So, but at that moment, given moment in time, it's one time, me didn't feel say, would I prefer dead than a man cut off my locks. And a man that said, but Muta, your locks can grow back, you know, but that wasn't thinking. That wasn't thinking.
No. Yeah.
Some of us say, watch it and say, beware.
Oh, okay, Muta.
Yeah, blessed, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, step in.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, man, we're there, man.
How you do?
We are do you. Yes.
What do you come take over my parish, Muta?
Westmoreland?
Westmoreland is Mr. Universe.
Yeah. Me no know. When me take over down there?
No, because Muta, let me tell you this, Muta. Me down here, me know people take enough picture of me in a Muta. But me see so much picture of you in a Muta. All the principal, Mr. Simpson.
Yeah,
the amount of picture when post on Facebook
but
with you.
But me not understand how you never did it.
No, Muta, I'll give you a joke, Muta, why I never there. I was plan a party to go and take that party. Because Muta, some boy I run off them out about dressing, so me plan Muta, me go all out Muta. The next year, like me come in and me
watch out, let me tell you something, man. If you see the crowd will come down Westmoreland Sunday.
Yes.
If all of them people they respond to IRFM, I don't know which other station them listen to. I don't know who I listen to the other station them.
Nobody, Muta, let me tell you this. I can tell you this, a fact. Me say, IRFM last them, when you kick it like a barbecue roll, like a dice, by far.
Kick it like a ball and roll it like a dice.
Me not tell Muta, me not tell no lie. I'm telling you this. You see the morning program with Lady Renee, she a go hard because some students come and take picture in her she now want to block something with her heels and pretty.
Nobody never take no picture with her when she dance, she come in and think on the stage.
No, I pose me see, because he has up the motor, then come and show off. The Lady Renee, every morning me hear my big joke and rave about Mr. Universe, this, that. Me say, some say, why when you come and show up, you know.
Well,
some say, no, but, you know, he always big me up because, you know, I am the hypest person in Western Jamaica.
Mr. Universe, let me tell you something now. The amount of people were down at Westmoreland this weekend, yeah.
I know.
Wait, if all of those people listen to IRFM, nobody's listening to the other radio station. I don't know who is listening to the other radio station because the amount of people meet sit down there, so I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and let I tell you, it's only the radio alone and do it on.
But that may I say, it's unbelievable.
Because we not do it on no paper, we not do it on no town cry, we not put up no flyer, we not do nothing. It's only the media alone and IRFM we not do it on.
Man, it was serious, man. The crowd.
Because give you a talk to you, Muta. I said, me and Mr. Simpson, the principal for Belmont Academy, a friend on Facebook. So I hear him on several programs. And I said, I write on his page and said, Mr. Simpson, you can come off IRFM now, you know, you take over IRFM. He said to me, no, and him take over IRFM.
IRFM take over the academy. I tell you, it was sweet though, it was sweet.
Yeah, man.
It was sweet, man.
It was sweet, and I'm telling you, it was also awesome.
Yes.
I mean, I tell her, say, Kabu, she go on good. Me not tell her no lie. We have to give credit to her.
Yeah, of course.
Andrea Williams Green Kabu.
Definitely.
I must tell you, because when I tell you this in a Muta, enough time, sometime me call, you know, me miss up more time. And no matter what me do, she always make me feel at home at IRFM. That's why I love it.
Yeah.
You understand? Me not tell her Muta, you guys will never bash me yet.
All right, sir.
I will really like that, and I really appreciate that. I'm come on my parish.
You know, you lose some stripes because you never come, though. You know?
No, Muta, I don't lose any stripe, Muta.
Muta, you lose some stripe.
No, me can't lose no stripe, Muta, because I was listening to Bob Cloud in my interview.
Mr.
Everybody.
No,
me not. Muta, don't do me that, Muta. Don't do me that.
Talk about listening, you know. Me say you never come there physically.
But, Muta,
you are the head of Westmoreland.
True.
And the head of Westmoreland become the tail.
Become like superintendent.
Yeah, the front become the bottom. I understand that. Anyway, we have to move. Yeah.
Muta.
Yes, sir.
Big up Elvis, you know. Father Scott and Elvis, because they're locked in, you know.
All right, sir.
Mod, Mr. Universe out. Mod.
Yeah, CN, yes. The art of war. Last week, we talked to a mother about a child that she said was bullied at her school. And she's trying to get some redress and she's not getting nowhere because the student, 11-year-old student, is bullying not only the mother, but is also threatening people. Well, we call the school and the principal tell me, say, why she can't talk to her unless I'm going to meeting. Then the next thing we hear is that they might have a meeting, but she can't get to go because she got sick. I mean, I don't know, she got sick still, but anyway, the thing is that now we hear that them keep a meeting. We want to give thanks to Samantha, you know, for all our time we tell her, say, Samantha, don't let it go, you know. And Samantha never let it go. So we want to talk again to the mother, who I am told went to the meeting. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Muta.
All right. So, you know, say, we since you call, we depend the case at the school.
Yes, I know.
And
I get calls from Mary.
And I'm assuming that the reason why them call this meeting so quick is because of the pressure we will put upon the principal and the school to say this thing need to be addressed.
Yes, Muta, because I know about the meeting from RFM before the school called me. The RFM tell me about the meeting first.
All right. So you said we never let it go.
When Samantha asked me about the meeting, and I tell her that I did not know about a Thursday meeting, I know about the meeting on Monday that gone, and Samantha said, all right, so we're going to link back to school, and then after Samantha hung up with me, the school, couple minutes after that, the school linked me and tell me, so there's a meeting for this morning.
Yeah, them call the meeting because we have been at it, and we say we now let it go. So, you was at the meeting today?
Yes, Muta. The meeting starts from before 9 o'clock and lasts till 11 o'clock.
Okay, so give me a little run-up how we're going at the meeting.
Okay, in the meeting, there was a detective there from the Barton police station.
Oh, a police there at this time?
A detective was at the meeting, Muta.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and the mother of the child, and I was there, and my
the mother of the child come this time?
Yeah, she came this time.
Well, I mean, I tell you, you saw radio there.
Muta, she come this time, and at the end of the meeting, me and she almost wore out of the gate car. At the end, he thought...
No, we don't reach at the end yet. No, nobody tell me about the end, man. I want to know about the meeting. What happening at the meeting? Tell me what happening at the meeting.
In the meeting, Muta, the police questioned both child, and the both child give their story. I told you my story already, right? So my child repeated what I told you last week. Her child now been saying, all the things that he's been saying is that, is my child a trouble him?
Okay.
You understand? He's been keep saying, is my child a trouble him? But other kids, they call other kids and ask other kids this situation. Not in this meeting, but on Monday meeting.
Yeah.
And the guidance counselor speak up in the meeting that they call other kids one by one, and all kids give the same story as Rashid.
Yes.
And most of the kids that they talk to were grade 2 kids. Right? Because my daughter is in grade 2. So my daughter friends from grade 2 was at with the incident with the condom, where the condom in their face and put it in their mouth.
Yeah.
Right. So he keeps saying, Muta, is my kids are the problem, my kids are the problem. 5 minutes in the meeting, the mother get up for walk out.
So what was the consensus in the meeting? What the principal say, what the police say, what the conclusion?
The principal says, first of all, the police, he had to go to a court, he said. So he did the first part of the meeting, and when he listened to both stories and come to his own conclusion, he said when he listened to both of them, his thing is to get a professional mediator, because this thing is deeper than what we think.
Yeah.
right? So they asked both me and the other parents if we are willing to speak to a mediator, a professional that's trained to deal with these things. I said, Muta, anything towards my kids, right? Anything at all I will do for my kids. I will take a bullet for my 4 people.
All right, so where the principal?
So anyway, she said she not come and know, she not going to know other
No, hold on. Where in all of that, where the principal conclusion was, what the principal has said?
Well, at the end of the meeting, the principal gave him a letter of a suspension for 5 days.
Give the youth a suspension.
Yes.
Okay.
He get a letter of suspension for 5 days today, so he must not come back to school until next week. Friday.
Yes,
Right. So I asked the principal, I said to the principal, next week Friday, that means I'm going to take my kids out of school again, because I am not going to send them to school with this kid, because I don't want him hurting them. So she said, no, I must send my kids to school, and she's going to call the chairman of the chairman of the board of the school, and she's going to call ministry, because she has to follow guidelines, and this is what she has to do, and she will let me know what happened from there. So she goes as far as ask. In the meeting, a lot of things were saying, so I said to them that I'm not going to move my children from the school, Muta, because where the school is situated and where I am living is an ideal, the best safe security for my kids and traveling and going back and forth from school, right? Because literally, if they can walk to school if they want to, right? That's how close the school is. This child is living in Trelawney, in another parish. So the principal was asking the teacher that he does not have GSAT to do because of some problem, because the child is a problematic child, and he's getting counsel from the guidance counselor. So most of the time he's not in class, he's in the guidance counselor office. You understand? So the principal was asking if the mother could find a school in Trelawney to put the child. So she said she's not going to put him in any school until September, and she's not going to keep him out of school. So I said to the principal, well, my child is not the problem in the school, because the office told me that there's no report about none of my kids in the office. My kids are not popular in school, not the words they use exactly. My kids are not popular in school. Their name are not in the office, right? This kid have a sheet long from here to Cuba with complaint in the office about him. So I said to the principal, I know that, and I'm going to get a lawyer, and I'm going to seek legal advice. I'm not moving my kid. So the principal said I must not do that. She's going to get in contact with the ministry, set a meeting, so she will get in contact with me, I guess, before Friday, before the kids come back to school, because she cannot do anything more than giving the 5-day suspension and let the chairman and ministry take it from there.
Okay, well, I want to tell the people that we try to make a link with the school itself. The principal say them can't talk to it, then them find another excuse about a meeting, which is a she or a him?
She
said she's not going to be at the meeting, but now we hear that she was at the meeting.
She was at the meeting, and to be honest, Muta, she's really sick, because she had us use the asthma pump during the meeting, and I use asthma pump. I struggle with asthma, so I know she wasn't pretending.
Yeah, so, well, that's not sick. That's not asthma where you have all the while, and a sickness come up on like chickpea.
She said it was her reason for not being at any meeting before. But
she tell me that she never did at the meeting, but she was at the meeting.
Yes, she was at the meeting.
Yeah, and she never wanted to talk to her. She said she's not talking to her. And say so much things happening in between this conversation with the two mother them that all right, we want to go back to the conversation. Sister, you there?
Yeah, Muta, me there.
No, which one I know this? The mother of the accused.
The mother of the child that make the complaint this.
No, we want the mother who the complaint make against.
Okay, no, that's not. I'm here, Muta.
All right, let me ask you a while ago and see, why was your child suspended for 5 days? Why them suspend him?
Because of the allegations that her child made against him.
And it's not because them bring other people for.
Muta, listen to me. I was at the meeting and I didn't say any other people.
No, not at the time. No, them never bring no other person at the time when you was at the meeting. But other allegations was made against you by other students.
About with different people?
With different things that the youth do to other students.
Yeah, but not those cases are not why my son has been suspended. Her case is why my son has been suspended. Because if my child does something and two parents meet or me and the other person meet, I don't see them behaving like how she behaving.
Alright, so you don't accept the point about the condom thing?
No, mate, I don't accept that. I accept the point where you say put in on a stick because it does say that was the email of the principal. But the put on the front part of his dick, I don't know nothing about that.
All right, but him take up. But you agree? You admit him take up a condom for do things.
I admit what they said. I wasn't there, so I have to say what they said.
What them say?
So I can't admit to it. I can only listen to what they say.
All
because
right.
My son said he's not the one who pulled the condom. It's her son, and her son is saying that he's not the one who pulled the condom. His son.
All right. So let me ask you a question now. You talk to the youth about the whole allegations against him. You talk to your youth.
Did I talk to him?
Yeah.
Yes, I talked to him, Muta.
When
in front of the principal after she left.
No.
He was sitting and speaking to him. I talked to my son a number of times. But it's my child. He's just a playful child. Even his teacher tell me in his class today that Tajay will play with them and nothing is wrong. But as soon as he starts playing with them, then that's the time the problem comes into play.
Okay, so you feel so now...
Our children and my children were friends.
Alright, so you feel so now it's your child is the problem then?
I was thinking about you, put it in a different way, like, you know, when you want to cut off somebody put in the car, you don't love your putting alone, so if you go on, and some Mr. Shagwan, because I come out of the meeting today, come see her outside of the road, she go out and make mischief to the vendor, them say, oh, me tell the principal, say, them say, oh, I see her putting them a troublemaker, and when I come out, that's a different story. The woman I lift up and sat down at the school, she dispose her underwear. I want policeman video it.
Oh, yeah? Would I like to see that video?
Yeah, I want them, most of them tell the truth, I want to continue argument with that woman, I know.
You have the video?
Because other people, I don't think them are parents.
All right. Hold on there. Where the other mother name again? What's your name again? Or Loretta?
Yeah, Muta.
You hear what the mother say, but where you do and all them something, and she say...
Me hear Muta.
But you see, we're not, it now go resolve if the back and forth thing, she accuse you, you accuse she, your picnic accuse, if you are picnic, I say no go so. It now go rectify, you know. Only thing say, only need for sit down together with somebody, professional somebody.
That's why the detective was saying in the meeting that he needs to set up a meeting with a professional, a mediator, somebody else. Because this thing is deeper than because Muta, she do not want to accept that her kids our son is doing this thing. You understand what I say, Muta? And I do not know the kid on a personal level to have a personal vindictive against him. If complaint wasn't coming home to me on a daily basis about this child, I wouldn't be in this argument conversation with you right now, Muta. You understand? It's not like I have a vindictive thing about it. And I do not want to see her child go to school because I hate him. I am not going to send my child to school because he threatened to kill him. And there's a lot of nights I sit down and watch 7 o'clock news and 8 o'clock news where I cry for kids that I don't know. My belly button burn me and I have to go down and say a prayer to the Most High.
Yeah.
To give those parents strength, Muta. So me no go and wait on for nobody for good and pray.
Hold on. The lady for the accused child, you know. Would you agree to sit down with a counselor, the two of you, to trash out this thing rather than a back and forth thing?
Muta, I don't have a problem with that because she's telling you that I said I'm not interested in the meeting. I have the letter in front of me right now that it said I'm re-indisciplined Tajay Douglas. It says this serves to inform you that effective Friday the 27th, 2016, Tajay Douglas is on suspension for 5 days, school days. As started in the Code of Regulation, Section 30(1)(a), the principal of the Public Educational Institute may suspend from the institution any student whose conduct is, in his opinion, is such of nature that the presence in the institution is having or likely to have a determinal effect on the discipline of the institution. Tajay should resume the class on Friday, March 6th. If I didn't agree on going to the meeting, sir, would the principal give me this letter? No. With the principal can't give a letter and then you know agree for meet with another mother, you know. No, I don't.
So you agree
if I'm not going, I'm just not going.
All right, so you agree for meet with the mother with a counselor then?
I agree, but the way she behaved this evening, she just allow me to disagree because my kids, my children, because I have 2 sons and he's only one of them. They call him nickname, Stream Fat.
Yeah.
You know what them love to happy because she could better me to this, I mean, I have no back on the belly and not at all.
Yeah, all right. So let me ask you something now. Let me ask the other one something now. Let me ask that. Let me try to remember her name, you know. Oretta.
Yeah, Muta.
Well, make you go to the road and I lift up your frack and all them something there.
Muta.
Nobody tell me say a lie, you know. Nobody tell me say a lie.
Muta.
No tell me say a lie.
Dress, Muta.
Yeah.
I have on a short dress and the breeze was blowing and the dress blew up. You understand? I did not deliberately lift up my dress. Muta, the reason why the argument started out by the gate, Muta, is the I saw the kid, the mother and the kid come out by the gate, Muta, and the kid leave the mother and went back into the school.
Yeah.
I decided to go back down to the school to get my 2 kids because it is fun day. No kids is in class. There's bunks about and other activity down there. All the kids are out and in the schoolyard playing. So I do not want my kid on the compound because he's telling him I'm going to bust. It wasn't pipe. I'm in a care when I'm
you're afraid. You take it serious. All right, you're not asking.
So when I went back down to the school and I find my kid, I was looking for the kids and I couldn't find them. And I used the mic. I asked the mic man, the music man, to do it for me. And he said his voice is sick, so in short sick. So I do it myself and I find the picture them. Them come to me, I find them. And when we were heading out after school, I saw the vice principal and I said to the vice principal that the child is still on the compound. She said she just saw him and put him inside of her office. While we were at the office door talking, I said, I'm taking the child from the school. She said, no, because as soon as I finish write up the letter, the principal is on the phone with ministry. And as soon as I finish with the letter, they are going to escort the child to the gate where Spirit is waiting for him.
Yeah.
Muta, it's have to take a policeman because there's plainclothes police down there.
Yeah.
Because of the fun day that they're having down there, there's plainclothes police down there. And it take a plainclothes police and a male teacher to hold on to the kid and put him back into the office to sit down and them have to close the door and the male teacher stand up to bar the door because him decide and if you see his attitude and his behavior, Muta.
Alright,
so when I went back out to the gate, right? I was talking to someone at the gate, out by the gate, because the other parents was there and telling them, they asked me, where's my child? And I said I was going for them. So I tell them what happened and how her child was behaving. And Muta, she started to tell me all kind of things and my bun coke and she see me on internet and sell my body. So Muta, you think I'm going to stand up and make somebody come talk to me? No.
Alright, wait, no, hold on. So you live up in just to try to say your body not sell. You still have your body. But if somebody want to buy or so.
And I called the court and Muta said,
alright, hold on. Because we can't go through this till 7 o'clock tonight. You know what I say now? It's very important that when you come to a consensus, say, when you go and sit down with a counselor, she agree and you agree for do it.
Yeah, Muta, so, and this mix-up thing now work.
Alright, the mix-up thing now work. So we are trying to come to the conclusion and say, the back and forth thing is not the thing now. What we need to do is to agree that when you go and sit down with the counselor and make the counselor deal with this in a most respectable way. Right?
Yeah, Muta.
So you agree with that, Shellyan?
Muta, I agree with it, but look.
All right, no, carry me no more.
Today, she make me think twice. And
think no twice. Wait no man. In the interest of other young children, and in the interest of the school and for dignity, may I ask you now that nobody change your mind because she's the true word that you and you true word that you. May I say at this moment in time, me no want go through who did say that or who said that again. May I say, need to sit down, and I'm glad to hear that the two owner agrees to that sit down. Don't be this what she want to say again. Don't make that bother you right now. Because you deal with the interests of 2 children. The 2 children them is at stake at now, not the 2 owner. See? We ask that go back to the school going to find the counselor or the police and sit down with the counselor and deal with the thing. You wanna agree with that?
Yeah, Muta, 110% me agree with that.
Shirley, and you agree with that?
Muta, I agree, but listen to me now.
No, wait.
You're not idiot and you're not idiot.
No, but me no want you tell me.
Meeting to a school.
No, wait, no, but...
Two parents meeting together.
So you don't agree with it then? So you don't agree with it? So you don't agree with it then?
You're not sending back your kids to school with my child.
So you don't agree?
What are you trying to tell the school to do?
But mama, I don't want... You see the cash butter come on and I don't want to cut you off unnecessarily.
That's what they want to know their little money. Is that right?
No, so me ask you if you agree for go to the counselor with her.
Yes, Muta, I agree.
All right. Give thanks.
I'm going to have none to hide.
All right, so the next time I talk to you now, me go hear what the counselor say, right?
All right, Muta.
All right, give thanks. We love you very much. Oretta, we love you very much.
Yeah, Muta.
All right, give thanks. Yes. Okay, may I tell you? It's so, let me not tell Shirley answer me love her, man. And she thought me tell me love, you know. And Oretta need to show me that picture there. And the police who take the picture need to show me that picture, you know. Okay. So here we are said, oh, boy, that's all like a tenement, yeah. I think a while ago, I go find myself in that. It's like a tenement yard. I go find myself in that tenement yard, brother. I don't believe you. I want nobody not dash, no. No, chippy for me, believe you me. Because that used to go out in that tenement yard, you know. Woman takes you up to that, show them things out of them chimney and then say, sorry, me never know, say this stand up downstairs. Okay, this is the Steppin Razor. Boy, I feel tired. Trust me. I need a chauffeur to drive and go over your hand later and start. No, I tell you. Boy, I feel like I just come out of a tenement yard. All right. So, we hope to them can resolve that issue they're doing now because it's terrible. It's really terrible. We see where there's a plan for more be a clock tower repair, if you are repair, but the people are actually... Well, we are really told that the North Coast Times, where the St. James Parish Council want to repair the Montego Bay clock tower and purchase a new clock at a cost of $23,000 US. I am trying to find out why is it that these clocks in these center towns never usually work. Most of them don't work. Somebody needs to look on it, believe you me, because it's a symbolism, that it's a symbolic thing where the clock in each parish, in the heart of the town itself, you always have a clock, like Alpha Tree, Crossroad, and all them places. But usually most of them now work. So we see in the North Coast Times, where they must say that the St. James Parish Council want to repair the clock and put a new clock in it, costing $23,000. So, I don't know. Politicians supposed to have them money they can just give. Yeah, one of the member of parliament, them. We see a little news here where we don't know what news it is, that Madonna drop off her stage at the Brick Award, but my Pierce Morgan say the reason why she drop off at the stage is that she must realize that she old, you know. Pierce Morgan said the reason why she drop off at the stage is because she must realize that she old, you know, and she must stop all the whole heap of antics. I mean, I tell you that she really go on with some antics still, you know. I say the other night, ask her, she did I mean, I tell you the woman that go on like say she 20 years old, you know, believe me. Yeah. She 56 years old. I mean, one now will keep it and reach out 56, people still jump up them way there. And where my boy there, Lucia though. Lucia have a way where skin poop a lick on stage. When skin, we don't know. Yes, alright. For instance, a man like an Elephant Man now. I don't know how Elephant Man are going to perform when them reach all my age, you know, because for them thing is energetic thing, you know. It's not where them are step on stage. It's not how them are sing, you know, because them man are not sing and say nothing. Mr. Elephant Man a perform and from him say 2 words, him start do some action and wave in the ear and the word jump. When them reach my age, we don't know where them are going to do Rasta. Believe you me, them better go and do what them are do from now, because after that, that is it. Alright, Panama serious level here, so now. I don't know if anyone remember where Peter Phillips and the bank them did come together for rob Jamaican people. Some money, even though small it was. But the people them ball out and them reverse it and say them now bother. It's like the oil price. I don't know how much people remember that gas price where started a riot in Jamaica. And because of the riot, the government roll back the price. But it's a strategy because them roll back the price and then them slowly increase the price. That nobody was realizing that the price was actually going back to the price where the original say that caused the riot in the first place. Well, we see where them now come with a scheme, you know, for really make the customers them feel it. National Commercial Bank, NCB, has announced that several of its fees are to be increased as of Monday, March the 16th. Listen to this, you know, because it sounds to me like them lose one way and now them go around the corner another way. And it now go come worse than we did that say we don't really want it happen, but now them find a way now to manipulate the thing that them still can't get back the money. The increase will impact in branch transfer transactions between accounts, whether held in local or foreign currency, transfer to third-party accounts and balance inquiry in branch. Hear this, you know? If you inquire about your balance in your bank account, you know, via customer care or business customers, you know, you're going to have to go pay money. You're going to have to pay money just to find out how much money left in your bank account. What? Let's suppose alright. Suppose $500 left in your bank account. They're going to charge you $1,000 to find out about it. Customers wishing to transfer funds from one own NCB account to another while in branch will have to pay $1,165, up from $364. $1,165 will also be charged for in-branch transfer to the account of a third party. And remember, say them a charge also for chain check too, you know. To transfer between own NCB foreign accounts to another will also be impacted by the new fee structure. For US accounts, the fee will be $10.31 US. For accounts held in pounds sterling, £6.80. Just under 12 Canadian dollars for accounts in Canadian dollar and €8.76 for euro accounts. Business customers will have to pay $1,165 for balance inquiries done either in branch or using the customer care service. Can you believe that, Rasta? They might raise it, you know. The last time the NCB adjusted its fee, hear this. The last time they adjusted them fee was October last year. Well, we don't know, Rasta. Adjust October, the end of October, them adjust the fee, you know. And now, them say, watch out, can't catch Kwaku, you catch him short. Because you see, them never give you the thing where we did ask for. You think we're going to make you get to it? We're going to lick you down. Because the time when the minister had come up with it, you know, him say, the well, we don't know, Rasta. Adjust October, the end of October, them adjust the fee, you know. And now, them say, watch out, can't catch Kwaku, you catch him short. Because you see, them never give you the thing where we did ask for. You think we're going to make you get to it? We're going to lick you down. Because the time when the minister had come up with it, you know, him say, the government will not